Hello, kind viewer. How you doing? Go for a couple hours here. I go pick up my daughter. Late night last night. Oh, cans. Yes, why of course. Oh, rats. Well, I don't think I gotta get into system preferences over here too. That's probably much better. That's probably better. Okie dokie. Threw my Woody Guthrie Center hat today. Pampa, Texas, up in the Panhandle. Little, it was originally a pharmacy, I think, where Woody Guthrie bought his first guitar. Family moved to Pampa. Oh, plug in my pedal board. Okay. I didn't go through my pre-flight checklist. There are numerous things one has to do before they go live. Like get into system preferences and get over to your digital interface. Well, this ought to blow the cobwebs out. I was kind of lazy this morning. I had a full jug of Stoke. If you've never had this, this is out of sight. It's made in Colorado. Make a couple. The green one and this purple extra bold one have no sugar, or they're completely unsweet. And they make like a chocolate one, and it's good stuff. And it's like cold press. So you can add hot water to it. It's like cold press concentrate. Add hot water and it's hot coffee. Pour it over ice with some, you can make Boyd's patented VCCP, vanilla cream cold press, which is organic heavy whipping cream. I got a little bit of few drops of, like a quarter teaspoon of vanilla extract. Shake, pour over ice. Yep, that keeps me on the road. I drink that all summer long. I can drive all night long, hopped up on Stoke. was going to go to because I drink so much, I was going to go to their headquarters. They're out in Broomfield, Colorado, which is just a third, fourth ring suburb out of Denver. Speaking of Colorado, I'm heading there next week. A week from today. Going out to pick up a piece of music gear and see a friend. I got an artist deal with Grace Designs, so I'm getting a really nice digital interface, audio interface. Also mic pre's, it's all yeah. So that's going to be fun. I'm going to celebrate my birthday out there. And that'll be good. And one of the reasons to get this piece of music gear shipped to me, it's just a rack-mounted deal, but, with insurance and everything, it's going to be like 40 some bucks. I got a flight from MSP to Denver, round trip, $126. And I get to see my friend, so that was a no-brainer there. So, well, this one will blow the cobwebs out of this, I bet you. This is pitched. Should I do that? My voice cracks. You won't hate me in the morning, will you? This is a Bob Dylan tune. And his son liked it so much, he went and named a band after this song. Wallflower. Wallflower, wallflower, won't you dance with me? I'm sad and lonely too. Wallflower, wallflower, take a chance on me. I'm falling in love with you. Just like me, I'm wondering what I'm doing here. Just like me, wondering what's going on. Wallflower, wallflower, won't you dance with me? The night will soon be gone, yeah, yeah. Wallflower, wallflower, won't you dance with me? I'm sad and lonely too. Wallflower, wallflower, take a chance on me. I'm falling in love with you. I have seen you standing in that smoky haze. I know you're gonna be mine one of these days, mine and mine all alone. Wallflower, wallflower, won't you dance with me? Night will soon be gone, yeah. Wallflower, wallflower, won't you dance with me? I'm sad and lonely too. Wallflower, wallflower, take a chance on me. I'm falling in love with you. Yeah, I'm falling in love with you. Now, I probably should have taken a hot shower, warmed up, done my all the vocal exercises. I just hopped right into it today. I'm a little thick, but staying up late. So that's how that goes. See, that's a tough one to start with. I knew that was going to be a little challenging. You could hear me breaking there. It takes me, my body's creaky, my voice is creaky. I already mentioned I have a belly button birthday coming up on Monday the 12th. You can guess how old I'm going to be. I probably let it slip at some point on my stream. I don't really care. I'm racing to 75 years old because that I'm a little. I got a case of the ODD. I'm a little odd. I'm an eccentric. Then you see once you get into your 70s, you can really let your freak flag fly. Once upon a time there was an engineer, drove his locomotive both far and near, accompanied by the monkey who would sit on a stool, watching everything that engineer would do. One day the engineer wanted a bite to eat, left the monkey sitting on the driver's seat. Monkey pulled the throttle, locomotive jumped the gun, and then 90 miles an hour down the midline run. Big locomotive right on time. Big locomotive going down the line. Big locomotive number 99 left the engineer with a worried mind. Yeah. Well, the engineer called the dispatcher on the phone, tell about the battle's locomotive was gone. Get on the wire, switch operator to right, cause Monk's got the main line sort of tight. Big locomotive right on time. Big locomotive going down the line. Big locomotive number 99 left the engineer with a worried mind. Well, the switch operator got the message in time. There's northbound leaving on the same main line. Open up the lever, gonna let her through the hole, cause Monk's got the locomotive under control. Big locomotive right on time. Big locomotive going down the line. Big locomotive number 99 left the engineer with a worried mind. Well, it left the engineer with a worried mind. I said it left the engineer with a worried mind. Wah. Yeah. Yeah, I got up, let me see, I went to bed it was late, 3 or something. I had the juice last night. I call it the juice. Like it's happened a few times here on Twitch, which I was not expecting. It's the first time I've ever live streamed. Very rarely do I get it. I manufacture a little bit when I'm recording in a studio. very rarely in a radio thing or, in live streaming where when you get off stage, get done playing, your head's just, you're buzzing a little bit in a good way. I call it the juice. It's what I live for. It's what I live for. And it's hard to, hard to get even when you're busking, But I definitely had. It was so much fun last night, streaming. Genuinely funny. Had some funny. There's some laughs. There were some laughs. It was a lot of fun. Lots of fun. Well, I'm up. Yeah. And then I fell back asleep for a little while. I think I'm gonna make these eggy cups. I moved to the silicone muffin cups, and I got a few of those. And so what I do is I scramble up some, not the eggs, a bunch of veggies, onions, things like that. Maybe some meats if I'm feeling it. And then eggs, and I put them in these little cups, and then, you can freeze them or you can eat a bunch. And we have what's known around here as breakfast dinner. So when my kids were little, we'd have, Papa was cooking dinner when I was still married. I'd make pancakes or waffles or big, omelets or crepes or something. And my kids still love breakfast dinner because eggs really are about the perfect food. And we all know how important the breakfast is to the itinerant folk musician. I often, when I'm playing in a new town, city, area, I ask right from stage. I say, folks, give me a good idea for good coffee in the morning and late breakfast. Where are we going to get our eggies for brunch, lunch? I usually eat one hot meal a day when I'm on the road. Some of the concert series, they'll give you a meal, and our rider is like, whatever you want to give us is our rider, kind of. A rider is what you give to the venue and the pride. So a lot of times you get a meal for those kind of things. In house concerts, sometimes usually the host will feed you. But we eat early in the day, Adam and myself, because you can't sing a lot of times if you some people can eat a huge cheeseburger, full meal or whatever, and go on stage and sing. I can't, because you can't, you got food in the belly and you need your diaphragm. I just can't do it. I kind of like, that Elvis comeback special where he's wearing the black, he looks like a panther, all black leather suit, right? The NBC 68 comeback special. Love that, by the way. And he's just like prowling the stage. That's the way I like feeling when I get on stage. And if I just ate a 5-course meal, I can't, doesn't work for me. I know it's just folk music, but that's the way So anyway, often I'll say, where can we, preferably not a chain, though we do like the Waffle House. That's exotic. When you live in Minnesota, we don't have a Waffle House. There's one in Iowa. Never been to it, but I was, when you're on the road, Adam was driving, I was like, how many states have Waffle Houses? And there are quite a few, but they're all down south. Now, the Waffle House is cheap, let's call it inexpensive breakfast food. 24 hours. And I tell you what, there is nothing like a Waffle House down south after bar closing. Characters. characters. Get the smothered and covered, which is just a mess of hash browns and a bunch of cheese and goodness. So every once in a while, a chain restaurant, but usually I want the local joint, you know? One of those places where you walk in and it's like a scene out of Easy Rider. You hear the whole just go, shh, and they look. Like, who's this guy? Who are these guys walking in here, right? Get that a lot. You know? Like, what? What's going on here? That cracks me up when that happens. That's why I've had my hair in a ponytail since I was 18. Not the same ponytail. And my ear pierced. It's a good litmus test for people. If they can't get past that, it's a little easier these days, but let me tell you, people are very dismissive of long hairs still. That's what they call them down in Texas, hickeys, right? Like hicks and hippies mixed. It's like redneck hippies. They say the ponytail just covers up the quarter redneck. Hickey. There's a song I wrote called Tight Ropes and Fine Lines. At you, that's a game we understand. I never taught the rules, we all know how to play. Before you start thinking that you won first prize and trying to cash me in with that look in your eyes, no, it's a sport in life. It's one thing that I should say. I could be your lover, oh, but I wouldn't wanna be your man. Walking tight ropes and fine lines again. Yeah, here I am. I'm walking tight ropes and fine lines again. Well, you've been around the block enough to walk the talk, though lately something bound to change. You're like a gambling man, can't help but go all in. Yeah, when you bet on me and it all goes wrong. No, I'm the same damn singer that's singing this song. Of course, you're holding on, it's time to fool them, here we go again. I could be your lover, oh, but I wouldn't wanna be your man. I'm walking tight ropes, fine lines again. Yeah, here I am, I'm walking tight ropes, fine lines again. Bridge. Well, she got more hooks than a tackle box. I think she's hoping that I get caught. She wants to take me home, then to clean me up and let me fill up her little pot. Hey, yeah, I could be her lover, oh, but I wouldn't wanna be her man. I'm walking tight ropes, fine lines again. Yeah, here I am, I'm walking tight ropes and fine lines again. Yeah, Pickett Wilson. I can be your lover, oh, but I wouldn't wanna be your man. I'm walking tight ropes, fine lines again. Yeah, here I am, I'm walking tight ropes, fine lines again. Yeah, I sure am, I'm walking tight ropes in fine lines again. Oh, here I am, I'm walking tight ropes in fine lines again. All right, now we're starting to wake up. More cold press. How y'all doing? Hey, okay? Yeah. Let's do this new song. I'm not going to launch in to tell you what it's all about and whatever, why I wrote it. I was going to play it. I was thinking during the middle of that tune, high 90% of the time I stand when I play. I've been sitting more. Whatever, man. Cool. Welcome, whatever, man. Thank you. Thanks for swinging over. I appreciate it. April Fools, yeah. Anyway, I've been sitting more in the last year that I haven't been working. Really, I mean, I went from, as I've been mentioning, roughly, plus or minus 10 gigs, about 250 gigs a year. Usually about 175 of which I'm out of town, not sleeping in this bed right here in Lutzen, Minnesota, where I live. And most of the time I stand. So I've been sitting a whole bunch, and I feel like a caged animal or something. Like I'm ready to stand up, and maybe I'll do that at some point. I was thinking about switching my my area into my living room in front of this cobblestone fireplace. My cabin home was built in 1955. It's got a really nice. That'd be kind of cool. And then if I was feeling it, I could stand. 'Cause I'm physical. It's not like I'm jumping around on stage like a Mick Jagger or something, but running the ramps and stuff. Anyway, this is a new song of mine. This is I've been writing a song a week since the beginning of the year. So I'm 12. This Sunday I debut my 13th song. And I'm going all 2021. This is from week 9. So a couple of months in. So this was just a few weeks ago. It's called Hold Your Horses. How am I going to start this? That's it. Hold your horses, stop that train. Hold your horses, woe back the reins. Hold your horses, stop that train. She'll be leaving just the same. Hold your horses, gotta stop that train. Someone heard her mama say she's leaving this time to stay. Saw her crying yesterday. Now he's begging, darling, please don't go away. Hold your horses, stop that train. Hold your horses, woe back the reins. Hold your horses, stop that train. She'll be leaving just the same. Hold your horses, stop that train. Everyone should understand he's crossing all the lines in the sand. Full of promise when he took her hand. On the table she left her wedding band. Hold your horses, stop that train. Hold your horses, woe back the reins. Hold your horses, stop that train. She'll be leaving just the same. Hold your horses, stop that train. Hold your horses, stop that train. Hold your horses, woe back the reins.
Hold your horses, stop that train, she'll be leaving just the same. Hold your horses, stop that train. All the bruises cover best she can. You don't deserve the title of a man. Well, he beat her and choked her with his own hand. Step in, speak up, it's time to take a stand. Hold your horses, stop that train. Hold your horses, wool back to range. Hold your horses, stop that train, she'll be leaving just the same. Hold your horses, stop that train. This is where I wanted the little solo bit right here. I forgot the arrangement. Because then we'll come out of this and we'll hit the chorus. And then out. Like this. Hold your horses, stop that train. Hold your horses, wool back to range. Hold your horses, stop that train, she'll be leaving just the same. Hold your horses, stop that train. Yeah, hold your horses, stop that train.
Yeah, those stand-up desks are cool. Exactly whatever. They are. I know some of them are super fancy where they like, you know, they're, I don't know, hydraulic or whatever. But you could use, you know, you can move them up and stand at them. Yeah, that's good because you can, you know, I don't know if the pedometer counts it when you're, but if you have a little workstation, that's it. That's it. That's why when I'm on the road, I have to, I'm a member of the Y. I haven't been for a long time because ours was nearly closed up here, but I'm on our board of directors advisory council. And the hip thing about the YMCA in the U.S. is there's reciprocity. So if you're a member wherever, you can go to the Y anywhere in the U.S. It's one of the best, like, depending on where you're from, it's, you know, 40, 50, 60 bucks a month. And it's great. So when I'm on the road, because I drive, usual year is 65 to 85,000 miles a year. That's a lot of windshield time. That's a lot of time when your butt's in a car seat, you know. And we're getting, I say we because my pushing chain duo mate Adam and I. So we, you know, we fuel up, gotta get out and walk a little bit, and you know, sometime at rest stops and points of interest. We try not to have, I mean, we gotta push every once in a while. You know, sometimes when we're done with a tour, we'll like drive straight home from Texas or straight home from Colorado or straight home from the East Coast. Usually we try to, it's either an out and back or it's circuitous, you know. We do a few fly dates. But by the time you're done flying, renting a car, and then doing a loop, if you're out for like 2 weeks, it's just as easy to drive. And then you have your own vehicle, and you know, the time and money spent flying, you know. That's been the in Nashville. It's like that, you know, out for the weekend. That's what a lot of them do now. The days of tour buses. Not so much anymore. A lot of times they'll just fly out for a weekend of, you know, 3-4 dates and come home. Yeah. But I do miss standing up. Well, thanks for joining, whatever, man. Happy April. Spring is here. Up here in northern Minnesota, we still back in the woods. We still have, you know, plenty of snow, and I bet there's still 18 inches of snow, of ice on the lakes up here, you know. Well, I think I might have got my bot situation on Elements taken care of here. I was having. That's right, whatever, man. But I get asked all the time, like, how do you deal with the cold up there? And if down south, like in Louisiana or something, or Texas, it's like, how do you deal with the heat? It's the same kind of thing. You move from AC car to AC to same up here. You move from heat to heat to heat. I remember when my wife and I were first married, before we had kids, we drove down to Mexico. So where'd we cross? In Nogales or somewhere. And we drove down mainland to Guaymas, and we took the ferry across Sea Cortez over to Mulaje or Santa Rosalita or wherever the ferry goes. And we camped and we hung out on Baja and went on some hikes and stuff. And I thought, oh my, I'm a woodsman up here. You know what I mean? I hunt and fish and, whatever. Paddle. I feel very comfortable out in the woods. But down there, I was like, do we have enough water? And, what really sketched me out, we were camping and, at a fancy campground, which had washing laundry, which we would do. So you could do some laundry and get a hot shower. And the owner's son came out with a black light, and the like saw palmettos, little trees, look like little palm trees, and all the scorpions light up, and our tent is like 4 feet away. I was like, oh my gosh, my ex-wife, my wife at the time, she's like, ah. So after that, we were like, in the morning, it's like roll up the sleeping bag, pretty much take everything out of the tent. So, don't have any of those things. But I would feel a little sketched out down there, whereas up here, I'm pretty comfortable. But it gets cold. Staying in the swimming pool, exactly, right? Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, if you don't have AC, I don't know. It's hot. And I'm a big guy, too, so, we don't do so well in the heat, I kind of get like a big lion on the Serengeti. I prefer just to swish my tail and sit under a big tree. I seek shade. But sure enough, I think this year it's fairly moderate where I live because Lake Superior is right across the road from me, and Lake Superior only freezes over 3 times per century. Totally. I mean, there is some ice that forms, but so the water is fresh water, so it's at least 33 degrees. And so it kind of keeps things, fairly moderate right here. But over what we call over the hill, about a mile inland, there it gets plenty cold. So this year, I think we had actual temperature, minus 37 or 38 was the coldest it got, which is, it's pretty cold. And really, below zero, it's all academic. At that point, it's just cold. But the thing is I'd rather be in like minus 10, sun shining, not a drop of wind, still as a stone, than 25 above and the wind whipping. That wind, the cold wind, that cuts right through you. The wind chill is a brutal deal. Really brutal. Really brutal. Really brutal. Bob Dylan grew up right over here, Hibbing, Minnesota. I'm going to play a Bob Dylan tune. It's got a little bit of a little winter thing.
Twilight on the frozen lake, north wind about to break, footprints in the snow, silence down below. Cause you're beautiful beyond words, you're beautiful to me. You couldn't make me cry, never say goodbye. And our dreams are made of iron and steel, with the big bouquet of roses hanging down from the heavens to the ground. Raging Cajun, I kept your other song up there. I knew you'd come back someday. All right. That's wonderful. Thank you for the tip, man. You're the first person that has tipped me on Twitch. Thank you. I really appreciate it. The crashing waves roll over me as I stand upon the sand, wait for you to come, grab hold of my hand. Sorry, the guitar's a little bit out of tune here, but then. Whoa, baby, baby, baby blue, yeah, you changed your last name too. Turn your head around, love to see it hanging down. Cause you're beautiful beyond words, you're beautiful to me. You couldn't make me cry, never say goodbye, never say goodbye. Won't you never say goodbye, never say goodbye. Ooh, let's tune that guitar. Bob Dylan. 1974, album Planet Waves, Bob Dylan, the band. Yeah, let's tune. A distinct pleasure, Raging Cajun. Yeah. Well, I'll just chew right through this song list you got there. We'll be on for a couple hours here. You're going to town, which is about 17 miles away. It takes me about 20 minutes to get into town. Pick up my daughter, go to the food co-op, resupply, get some staples. Okay, let's tune. Yeah, we had a fun night last night. It was a kick. My new friend John Massey Noodlin gave me a raid, swung over. He's a piano player from LA, actor, trained actor. And he's a kick. He's a lot of fun. He knows like every show tune there ever was. I gotta turn my furnace down. Excuse me, I have this fancy Honeywell app.
map here. There's an old cabin, but I put in earlier this year because I'm so broke. I really wanted to be able to, I keep my house down in the 50s, which is fairly chilly. Kids say, Papa, I'm cold. I say, put on a sweater. I'm still cold. Put on a hat, I say. Anyway, I've been, if I don't watch it, I burn through fuel oil like a crazy, and it's expensive. So, but in the morning, I turn it up a little bit. No, I'm using the Scarlett 212 Cajun. I had the Roland Quad Capture. It was quite a journey for me to get streaming on Twitch. It was just like every time I turned around, it was something else. So I've been streaming on my Boyd Blomberg Facebook page and my personal Facebook page for 50 weeks, 50, almost a year. And I was using my iPhone 11 and Shure MV88, which is a great little mic, lightning, plug it into your iPhone. Sounds pretty good. I bought that a number of years ago, so when I'm on the road in a hotel or wherever I am back, I can record song ideas, and it's nice little stereo mic. So I was just going through the air doing that, and I was like, well, if I'm getting on Twitch, I gotta up my streaming audio game. So I have MacBooks and Air, I have a bunch of old Macs. I think my newest one was 2014. And OBS wasn't, there was just a bunch of things. So then I was like, okay, I'm doing this. And I've been hearing, seeing, watching, finding out about the new Mac M1s. I know, if any are gamers, you're going to be like, that's, see, you shouldn't have a Mac. But it's what I know, and it's whatever. So I bought the new M1 Mac. Well, then come to find, everything else is rolling just great, right? Except this Roland Quad Capture, which is probably 8 years old, a little 2-channel digital interface. I went to load the driver. We have no plans to support the new M1 Mac, either through Rosetta or right through Rosetta 2 or whatever that is. So I'm all ready to go. And then I didn't have a proper camera either. I was using an OBS camera app and using my phone, and that was jive. And then I was searching. I bought a Lumix G7 used from a church down with the lens I wanted and the hardwired power thing, like the dummy battery. So anyway, I had to get on eBay, and for $100 I got one of these. I got a Scarlett. But I'm going out to Colorado next week. I have I endorse a number of musical products. John Pierce strings, Shub capos, Collings guitars, though I'm not I'm pointing my Collings, it's in my road case, but I'm not on their website. Some endorsements are, to make their web page, you got to be like Lyle Lovett or Sean Colvin or someone, But I'm on Shub Capo and as an artist endorser, John Pierce Strings, a number of them. Oh, FireEye preamps, instrument preamps, Austin, Texas. Excellent, real clean preamps. So I just got an artist endorsement with Grace Designs out of Lyons, Colorado. So I'm actually traveling out there. It was going to be $40-some to get this piece of gear shipped. It's nice preamps. It's an M108, and it's got Dante. It's got all this. It's like a lot in a box, and it's also a digital interface. And they're quite expensive. I got, the artist. When you're, unless, I suppose maybe like Clapton and people like that get stuff for free, but most artist deals are like A pro deal is like half off or sometimes better. It depends. So anyway, I'm flying out. I got a ticket from Minneapolis to Denver for $126. So I'm gonna go pick up that gear and see a dear friend of mine. Yeah, use Boss. Yep, exactly. Yep. MXL. Yeah. Blue Yeti Pro. Yep. Yes, I have a Tascam DR100, I think. Does it really? Huh. I should check my, because I don't use that anymore. Since I bought that Shure mic, but I do know it has USB. That's a pro tip there, Raging Cajun. I like that. I'm going to check that out. Because I am looking for when I start getting back on a little tour, I'm not leaving Twitch. You have me forever. So I'm going to, I got to get a little, obviously I'm not taking my M1 Mini with me. I got to figure out what I'm going to do for a little remote setup anyway. Jamless, yeah. I've never tried Jamless. That's where it's a super low latency where you can play with others. I think that's. Or am I thinking of another one? I think that's Jamless. No, I haven't, but I'd be down to get on there with you. Let's stay in touch on that one, Raging Cajun. I'm assuming it's an app or something I need to download. I'll do a little research. I've been real-time jamming with people. Hey, yeah, that's cool. And the latency's okay, huh? It's not like, late. Oh, and then I just have my Mackie, so I'm going into my Mackie DL 1608, which is that iPad-driven. I've had that for 10 years, I bet. And then I'm going analog XLR out of the board into the left and the right of the 212 Focusrite. And then from there into the M1 Mac Mini. I'm going to put all that stuff up there. Less than 40 minutes. All right. I do have can you create some channel points rewards? I will certainly do that. I'm hanging on for dear life. I need to do that. I need to get my emotes squared around. I certainly do. But I have some friends in my corner here, mostly Uno. Uno. Bring Me Rocks and Muppets, so maybe they can give me some good counsel. Unless Raging Cajun, you know how to do it. What I've seen Muppets uses channel points from Folky Tonk, and he highlights things. So I know something there, but I didn't really know. I don't know much about it. Perhaps you could hit me in Discord or in Whisper and at least tell me where to look. I'm so impulsive. It's just like, I want to get some of my housekeeping done every day. I try to do something because it takes me a while. It takes me a while. I'm not super computer literate, So just like my whole bots thing, it's on Stream Elements. I was trying to get, and the message would run in to the link on my Autobot thing. I want to have my Spotify link and the my song list come up, tip jar, etc. And it just takes me. And I gotta get in the panels for down below, like about and everything else that you can put down below in panels. They're just pretty I mean, look at me. You know, they're a little flashy for me. And plus, they're mostly gamer based, like the free ones. So I got to figure out how to make emotes and make some panels. I know what I want to see, not necessarily on the emotes, but on the panels. I know exactly. I just got to get on Fiverr or Paint.net or something and figure it out. But this is where I like to live. I like to play. So let's play. This is from a request from 2 nights ago, Raging Cajun. Little bluegrass chestnut called Love, Please Come Home. 3 and in. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, read this letter that I write to you, sweetheart. I hope you understand that you're the only love I knew. Please forgive me if you can. Sweetheart, I beg you to come home tonight. I'm so blue and all alone. I promise that I'll treat you right. Love, oh love, please come home. Halloween just cold and slowly creeping round, and the fire is burning low. The snow has covered up the ground. Baby's hungry, sick and cold. Sweetheart, I beg you to come home tonight. I'm so blue and all alone. I promise that I'll treat you right. Love, oh love, please come home, yeah. Halloween just going slowly creeping round, and the fire is burning low. The snow has covered up the ground. Baby's hungry, sick and cold. Sweetheart, I beg you to come home tonight. I'm so blue and all alone. I promise that I'll treat you right. Love, oh love, please come home, yeah. As you read this letter that I write to you, sweetheart, I hope you understand that you're the only love I knew. Please forgive me if you can. Sweetheart, I beg you to come home tonight. I'm so blue and all alone. I promise that I'll treat you right. Love, oh love, please come home. I said, love, oh love, please come home. Well now, love, oh love, please come home.
Hey, Muppets. Good morning. Well, afternoon, but feels like morning to me. Feels like morning to me. So, Raging Cajun had a query. Oh, great! You sent me a Whisper link how to set up my channel points rewards. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I'll get on it. I'll get on it. I'll get on that jam list too, and I'll check that out. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. Righto. Okay, I think I saw Killing the Blues on there. Come by. Yep. Okay. Very nice. We were up late last night. Oh, sorry about that. Weren't we Muppets? Holy buckets. Got it, Chadster. 10-4. This is written by Raleigh Sally. He's the bass player for Chris Isaac. John Prine got a hold of this first. John Prine doesn't cover very many tunes.
Leaves were falling just like embers, in colors red and gold that set us on fire, burning just like a moonbeam in our eyes. Somebody said they saw me swinging the world by the tail, bouncing over a white cloud, killing the blues.
Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the subscription, whatever. Thank you. Thank you so much. I want to let you know I appreciate that.
Now I am guilty of something I hope you never do, because there is nothing sadder than losing yourself in love. Somebody said they saw me swinging the world by the tail, bouncing over a white cloud, killing the blues. Now you ask me just to leave you, to go out on my own and get what I need to. You want me to find what I've already had. Somebody said they saw me swinging the world by the tail, bouncing over a white cloud, killing the blues. Somebody said they saw me swinging the world by the tail, bouncing over a white cloud, killing the blues.
Killing the Blues. That, of course, is closer to the Bobby Plant, Alison Krauss arrangement on Raising Sand. Man, I like that album. Please read the letter. That's a cool tune. If you've never heard that, check that out. Thank you, Raging Cajun. Chadster, perfect. All right, whatever, man. You got a first badge. Who were you the first to sub for, whatever, man? I want to make sure that you're here, which means you have good musical taste. So if you're first subscribing to someone, let me know who it is, and I want to follow he or she, they. Yes, Yep. Chadster. Artists make half. Straight tips always work as well, because artists on subscriptions are great. And I'm going to have some special things for subs only, which is cool. Working on that. And but tips, you get 100%. Well, you know, PayPal takes whatever, 3% or whatever it is. Venmo takes nothing. Nope. Especially the tips. So, yeah, you know, I mean, it's one of the few platforms where artists can monetize. You know, on Facebook, I just have my links to PayPal and Venmo and my Patreon account. I have Cash App as well, which is simpatico to yeah, whatever, man. It's 50%. So $5 subscription or $4.99, it's like $2.50. And then there's a little, when the ads roll too, there's something, I don't know. PayPal started doing stars. I don't even know. Oh, Facebook, yeah. I don't know. I'm so broke anyway. What's it matter? My poor credit cards. Poor credit cards. Yeah. I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything. Once again, Ragin, thanks for sending me that whisper about how to set up the channel points rewards. I'll conspire with you and Muppets and Bring Me Rocks, and we'll try to get something happening here. Okay, I gotta pop over and see what's next on the hit parade. Oh, Rec Old 97. Another good choice. Another good choice. Okay, let's do this thing here. All right. Hey, thank you all for tuning in. Spend part of the afternoon with me. I'm going to go about another, probably another half hour, 40 minutes or something. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to be on twice today, which has been what I've been doing lately. So I'm going to, in about half hour, 35 minutes, I'm going to sign off. I got to run in town, pick up my daughter, go to the food co-op, get a few life things taken care of. Come back, I'm going to make Grace some dinner, make us some dinner, and then I'm going to hit it a little earlier. Last night I was late, 9-something. It turned into a late one. So, but I'll go a little earlier. Can't promise in the 7 Central Time, but hopefully by 8, definitely. Okay, here we go. Rec Old 97. Woo woo! They give him his orders in Monroe, Virginia. Seen Stevie way beyond time. This is not 38, this is whole 97. Let's get her into Danville on time. So it turned around and said to his black grease foreman, hey, shovel on a little more coal. By the time they reach those White Oak Mountains, we'll see you 97 roll, yeah.
It's a mighty rough road from old Lynchburg to Danville, with a line and a 6-mile grade. It was on that grade that he lost his brakes. Now see what a jump that he made. He was making an line doing 90 miles an hour. His whistle broke into a scream when they found him on the wreck with his hands on the throttle, scalded to death by the steam. Yeah. Oh. When the telly come in from Washington Station, this is how it read. Said that brave engineer that's run whole 97 is laying in Danville dead. So come on, all you ladies, better take a warning from this time on and learn. Never speak harsh words to you two loving husbands may leave you and never return.
I suppose, I mean, I've been playing that song a long time, so I'm probably, I mean, source material-wise, I think it's probably the Johnny Cash version, though that's a lot faster. But I think that was probably the one I was listening to when I was young when I learned it. I think. Yeah. Well, I changed strings on this Gibson. I've been playing it a whole bunch. I got to change strings on the Collings, and I got to get down to my luthier in the Twin Cities. I have a bunch of instruments that need to be dealt with. Just checking the chat here, making sure I'm not missing anything. Once you buy the gear, you have a very good reason to be broke, right? Yeah. That's an old joke, you know. Musician, $5,000 worth of gear, driving a $500 car, playing for $50 for a 3-hour gig. I love that. No, I've been extremely lucky. I get to do exactly what I love to do. For a living. It's tight. I'm used to, you know, it's an artist's life. I get owly when I don't play, you know what I mean? It's not about the money, it's not about fame, it's what I like to do. You know. Some people dig it. I'm gonna put that Jerry Garcia quote down below. I thought that would be, because, you know, I don't really want to dilute my whole thing to like chase around and, you know, as you get older in the music business, you realize you're not everybody's cup of tea. Like Jerry Garcia said about the Grateful Dead. The Grateful Dead are like black licorice. Not everybody likes black licorice, but those that do really like black licorice. Let me be your black licorice. Yeah. All right. Chadster, I believe this one's for you. 1975, Bob Dylan, Desire. A few years back, I met Scarlett Rivera, played violin on this. My friend Gino LaFon, that lives down the road from me here, was on the Rolling Thunder Review tour. his duo mate, Larry, was in a wheelchair, and Larry and Bob Dylan grew up together, and so he invited him out on tour. So that's how my friend Gino got to know Bob Dylan and was out on the Rolling Thunder Review tour. Consequently, knows Scarlett Rivera and had her up here to play. Anyway, this is my arrangement of One More Cup of Coffee.
Your back is straight, your hair is smooth, jewels in the sky. Your back is straight, your hair is smooth, pillow where you lie. I don't sense affection, no gratitude or love. Your loyalty is not to me, but to the stars above. One more cup of coffee for the road. One more cup of coffee before I go to the valley below. Daddy's an outlaw and they wonder my trade. He'll teach you how to pick and choose and how to throw the blade. He oversees his kingdom so no stranger does intrude. His voice it trembles as he calls out for another plate of food. One more cup of coffee for the road. One more cup of coffee before I go to the valley below. Yeah. Sister sees the future like your mama and yourself. You never learn to read or write, there are no books upon your shelf. Your pleasure knows no limits and your voice is like a meadowlark. Your heart is like the ocean, mysterious and dark. One more cup of coffee for the road. One more cup of coffee before I go to the valley below. Don't fear the minor key, folks.
Chadster, I think that one was for you, yeah? I believe so. Yes, it was. So says the magical streamer song list. Thanks for coming back, Cajun. That's why I left that Love Please Come Home at the top of the song list. I was hoping you'd come back. If I start playing bagpipes, I might end up with a divorce. Oh, you play accordion and banjo. That would be the trifecta, wouldn't it, Cajun? Accordion, banjo, and bagpipes. Oh, man. All the jokes. All the jokes. Black licorice. That's how my wife describes my personality. Yes, brilliant. Okay. Oh, right. You're in the Air Force? Thank you for your service. That's great because you let hapless halfwits such as myself be a musician without worrying about getting, whatever. All right. That's great, man. That's great. Really. Thanks for coming around, Cajun. We'll stay in touch. Captain Kangaroo's jacket went up for auction a few years ago. What did it go for? As much as one of Clapton's guitars? Well, we'll have to stand by. Stand by. Stand by. Okay. We're going to see what I come up with. Oh. Can't find it. Oh, it appears as though it's at the National Museum of American History. Captain Kangaroo jacket. That would be a good little Smithsonian bit, wouldn't it? You can't stand by, so you're sitting by. I know, I say stand by a lot. So we say, recording or, when you're in, I often do a lot of terrestrial radio when I'm on the road, college radio and independent community radio. Stand by. I love those old pictures, especially from Britain, like at EMI and whatever, when the recording engineers are in like white lab coats for the Beatles' first few albums, and they're like, they look like scientists, Yeah. All right. Well, let's play something else here. Jackie Coogan's Uncle Fester. Oh. That would be cool to own something like that. Sometimes you can pick up some of those things at auction for not fairly, relatively inexpensive to own a piece of television history. Spiritlanta. I'm doing very well, Spiritlanta. Thank you very much. Are you in Atlanta? Played in Duluth, Georgia a few years back at Eddie Owens Presents, the Foundry there, which is cool. Spirit, or do you fly Spirit Airlines? Spiritlanta. Or maybe your name's Alana. Thank you very much. This is 1972 Gibson J45 Deluxe. And it wasn't this beat up when I got it. It was actually in really good shape. I broke the headstock off. That's been repaired. But it's really light. It's dry, what we call dry. The binding's coming off. It's crumbling. That happens a lot in the celluloid type of binding, which is a bad deal. But I had this on the road for 6-8 years, so it's probably had, I don't know, 1,500 gigs. Howdy, minor chord. What's up? Thank you for the follows, y'all. I got to make my follow. It pops on the screen there, but I'm checking out the chat, and I can't read exactly, but I'm assuming it's one of you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So that's about my guitar, and I have a K&K pickup system in here. So it's a dual source. I run a TRS stereo 1/4-inch plug, and so I have an under saddle pickup here. It's K&K. It's called the Trinity system, and then it's got a microphone in here too. So, and then it runs to my Red Eye twin preamp. Splits, so then I can control the mic and I can control the under saddle separately. Yeah, I'm partial to folk. Folk's a big tent, you know? It's not all, I gave my love a cherry that had no stone. You guys remember that in Animal House? John Belushi, there's a guy in the stairs. I gave my love a cherry that had no... John Belushi takes the guy's folk guitar, bam, smashes it. El Kabong. You remember El Kabong, don't you, Muppets? All right. Little Townes Van Zandt here. Starts on the 4 chord. You ride the 1, see? I'm going to hit the 4 chord.
Well, I head on the highway, listen to them big trucks whine. Yeah, I head on the highway, listen to them big trucks whine. White Freeliner, won't you steal away my mind? And it's bad news from Houston, half my friends are dying. Yeah, it's bad news from Houston, half my friends are dying. White Freeliner, won't you steal away my mind? Well, New Mexico ain't bad, Lord, people there, they treat you kind. Yeah, New Mexico ain't bad, Lord, people there, they treat you kind. White Freeliner, won't you steal away my mind? Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you see Miss Carolina, tell her I'm doing fine. If you see Miss Carolina, tell her I'm doing fine. White Freeliner, won't you steal away my mind? Well, I'm bound to ramble back from where I came. Yeah, I'm bound to ramble back from where I came. White Freeliner, won't you haul away my brain? Listen to them big trucks whine. Yeah, I head on the highway. Listen to them big trucks whine. White Freeliner, won't you steal away my white Freeliner, won't you haul away my white Freeliner, won't you steal away my mind?
There you go. Ah, minor chord, I like you already. I just said, don't fear the minor chord. You got it, Spirit Lana. You got it. Hey, all right, Muppets. You know that. You know that. You got it. 99% of all the Hannah. Really? No kidding. Okay. Minor chord. I got to get that little emote. See, that's an Andrum Smug. Andrum Smug. All right. Well, I tell you, minor chord. Let me tell you. I'll mansplain this. No, I've learned more from Joni Mitchell about women than I did from my mother, my sister, my ex-wife, any girlfriend I've ever had, and my daughter. I'm over the damn moon about Joni Mitchell. That's for sure. There's like a triptych of albums about that time. Clouds, Ladies of the Canyon, Blue, right in there that are so good. So good. I happen to be friends with Joni Mitchell's ex-husband, Chuck Mitchell. They got divorced, and they were only married for a few years. They got divorced in 1968. Anyway, Chuck's a singer-songwriter himself. I see him at Folk Alliance. That's where I met him. He came, last time I saw him, he came out to a gig of ours in Fairfield, Iowa. Drove an hour and a half to see us, so I was quite thrilled. And somewhere in my stack over there, I have, he wrote lyrics to a instrumental tune called St. Louis Tickle. And he wrote lyrics to it, and they're great lyrics. And so he printed out his lyric sheet and signed it for me, which was really cool. He's a cool guy. Cool guy. But I don't talk, everyone wants to talk about Joni with him, and I never broach that subject. I just don't, Though I was standing talking to Tom Rush, and Chuck Mitchell and Tom Rush hadn't seen each other, and the rumor was that Tom Rush kind of broke up Chuck and Joni's marriage. I don't know if that's true or not, but I was standing right there when they saw each other for the first time in 45 years or something. It was pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, Joni Mitchell. Now I'm going to do one for Muppets. I got to keep checking my time here. Yeah. I'm going to do these two songs, and I'm going to sign off. And I'm going to be back later tonight. I got to go pick up my daughter from school and go to the co-op, go get some food, resupply. And town is a 20-minute drive from me here up on the North Shore of Lake Superior. Oz Butler did Yogi, Quick Draw, Baba Louie, Wally Gator, Elroy Jetson, Meet George Jetson, Huckleberry Hound. Yeah. No, whatever, man. No, he's a cool guy, though. Muppets, would you be so kind to pick us a raid victim? We'll get the funky folky tonks to wander over and say hello to someone. Hey, I'm looking at you right now, all of you, right now. Thank you very much for coming by and listening and watching. Lots of choices out here on Twitch. Lots of choices everywhere. Pick this channel, spend a little time with me. It's not lost on me. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll see you tonight, 8 p.m.-ish, Central Time here in the States. Okay. Thank you all. 2 songs and I'm out. Muppets, you find us someone to raid if you would, please. I appreciate it. Joni. There it is.
The wind is in from Africa. Last night I couldn't sleep. Well, you know it sure is hard to leave here, Carrie. This is really not my home. My fingernails are filthy. I got beach tar on my feet, and I miss my clean white linen and my fancy French cologne. Come on, carry it out your cane, and I'll put on my finest silver. Oh, you don't mean no daddy, but I like you fine. Maybe I'll go to Amsterdam, yes, maybe I'll go to Rome. Rent me a grand piano and put some flowers round my room. Let's not talk about Fairly Wells now. The night is a starry dome, and they're playing that scratchy rock and roll neath the Magdala moon. Come on, carry it out your cane, and I'll put on my finest silver. Oh, you don't mean no daddy, but I like you fine.
Play a little guitar. Stephen Stills played bass on Joni Mitchell's Blue Album. She was already dating Graham Nash, or Willie as she called him.
Come on down to the Mermaid Cafe and I will buy you a bottle of wine. We'll laugh and toast to nothing and throw our empty glasses down. Here's a round for these freaks and these soldiers, a round for these friends of mine, and a round for the bright red devil who keeps us in this tourist town. Come on, carry it out your cane, now put on my finest silver. Oh, you don't mean no daddy, but I like you fine. I said, oh, you don't mean no daddy, but you're out of sight.
I think there's a 4th verse. I threw that on the list because I love playing it. I love it. All right. So I've been writing a song a week since the beginning of the year. I've never done a songwriting program like that. Andrew is great. I live in Berlin. He's got an incredible voice. You'll dig him. Got it. Andrew Tells. Andy's in Berlin. I'm going to be touring Europe about a year from now, spring of 22. Auburn. All right. Yeah, let's go Andrew. I haven't met Andrew yet. That'd be groovy. Hey, whatever, man. Later, man. Later to you. Thank you. So this is a song from my Song a Week project here, 2021. I'm 12 in, and Muppets requested this, and I'd love to oblige. I'm going to leave you with this. We're going to go check out Andrew, and I am going to hop in the car, go to town. I'm going to tune in on my Twitch mobile app, see how that goes. Hey, Minor Chord. Cool. Thanks for stopping by. I hope to see you again. Are you a player, Minor Chord? Family man, his voice is all right. I'm excited to meet him. I'll listen to him once I get out in the car. I'll dial it in. Minor Chord, can I give you a follow? Do you have a channel on Twitch? Minor Chord? If so, I'll swing over and give you a follow and all that. So this is week 4, month in. This is called Home by Morning. You know what? No, I'm gonna leave it there. For you Muppets, thank you for everything. I'll go check it out, Minor Chord.
Snow is falling and I'm rolling down the road. On my morning to be with you. No, I've been longing to lose this mighty load. Roaming around the country's what I do. I hear your voice calling as I'm rambling down the road. On my morning to be with you. Been too long since I kissed your smile. Been too long I felt every weary mile. Been too long, so much longer than a while. So much longer than a while. Snow is falling and I'm rolling down the road. On my morning to be with you. No, I've been longing to lose this mighty load. Roaming around the country's what I do. I hear your voice calling as I'm rambling down the road. On my morning to be with you. Come tomorrow, I'll hold you tight. Come tomorrow, trying to make it through the night. Come tomorrow when our love is shining bright. Well, our love will shine so bright. Snow is falling and I'm rolling down the road. On my morning to be with you. No, I've been longing to lose this mighty load. Roaming around the country's what I do. I hear your voice calling as I'm rambling down the road. On my morning to be with you. Snow is falling and I'm rolling down the road. On my morning to be with you. No, I've been longing to lose this mighty load. Roaming around the country's what I do. I hear your voice calling as I'm rambling down the road. On my morning to be with you. Yes, I'm on my morning to be with you. I'll be on my morning to be with you. There you go, Muppets. Minor chord, I'm gonna come and find you. All right, we're going to meet Andrew Tells. Thank you all. I really appreciate it. We'll see you this evening. No fooling now. Okay. Here we go. Well, I gotta check this. Did I miss something? Might have wound up in the song list, and nope, I got him. Cool. Okay, Andrew Tells, here we come. Thank you all. See you tonight. There we go. Thanks, Muppets. Uno, if you're out there, see you tonight. Here we go.